Girl, you look like you should be on a cover of a tattoo magazine. Have you ever been on one? You would be perfect model. Thank you. Let's talk about it. So, I've been asked this question frequently throughout my life, and yes and no, not really. See, here's the deal. Back in my 20s, I was trying to get into the modeling world, and there were certain assets, like I needed to be skinnier. This was back in the 90s. And at this time, I was probably around 125 pounds, which for me was pretty small. I also had like strawberry blonde short hair. There we go. Something like this. But zero tattoos at the time. A little bit of scarification on the arm, but so long story short, when I tried to get into like alternative modeling, I had, a few tattoos, was definitely rocking the red hair, and was definitely into the body modification, doing the scarification. And there was one magazine that took a liking to me, which was Bazaar magazine. And if any of you know what that is, you got a little crazy streak in you for sure. So I was actually in their magazine two, maybe three times, but it was nothing glam. There was no glam, it was all about the underbelly of my brandings, my scarification, the gore, the healing, the crazy, yeah, it was not like cover of, tattoo magazine, ink magazine, nothing like that. But I kept trying, and occasionally something would come up, like someone messaged me, and they basically said, "Would you like to be on the cover of this inked magazine or whatever one it was at the time?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then it just dropped. Like I was just like, "What the hell?" And as time went on, skinny no longer was the thing anymore in the modeling world. Now it was beginning to be curvy models, which is fine. That's great. We started seeing, things from Suicide Girls, and Suicide Girls was interested in me. But you had to be, yeah, you had to take it all off for Suicide Girls. And I was like, maybe I'll wait till my mom is on her deathbed because, like she would ever see it. I kind of regret not jumping at the chance. Then there was another one, Die Hard Dolls. Screw them. Yeah, they said that my morals weren't up to their standards, which I thought was completely hilarious, whatever that meant. And I was gonna continue doing my thing, my bodybuilding, my fitness. And when you do that, you gotta go buy some tits if you wanna, because muscular women weren't really selling, from what I understand. But I wasn't going to stop and start, going into an unhealthy lifestyle so that my boobs would get bigger so that I could be on a tattoo magazine cover. I stayed true to myself and my passion of, taking care of my body with what I put in it and not, putting junk food in it and not caving to social norms, which was the curvy. I mean, I guess, if you want to go down the route of plastic surgery, which, sure, who doesn't have 8 grand that they can just pull out of their ass and spend on a boob job and, get paid to have weeks of, no, months of recovery? Yeah, it just wasn't happening. And don't get me wrong, I've done more photo shoots than I can count. I've been hit up by a lot of photographers who want to do time for pics. Some of them screwed me over, but that's, whatever, live and learn. I haven't done a photo shoot. It's probably been 3 years, 4 years, which is fine. I have people say, hey, I would love to work with you, but they never make it happen. And I'm at the point in my life where I'm not going to chase. If they want to hit me up, cool. But it's just gotten to the point where, I put myself out on social media for that reason, in hopes, or in the, I haven't lost all hope, but if there were someone to hit me up, hey, you'd be great for this, great for that, cool, and it's worth my time, and and it pays because I'm sick and tired of doing shit for free, cool. But I'm not holding my breath at this point in my life. It's still very competitive, and I know that I don't have the body of, they still want curvy, they still want the tits, they want the ass, and that's just not me. So I just continue to do my thing and all of my glamour and glory of my life. You know, but thank you for the compliment and rock on. Yeah, keep doing.